I went to my mom. I didn't know what to do. I asked her, Mom, I want to give my whole life to Jesus. How can I do that? She looked at me and she said, Miriam, if you'd be a boy, I would tell you to grow up, go to a seminary, become a pastor of a church. But you are a girl, and there are no girls pastors. That time in Brazil, I don't remember any woman pastoring a church 40 years ago. So she told me, Miriam, grow up, go to another country, preach the gospel, be a missionary to another nation. That's the most you can give to God of your life. I made my decision to be a missionary when I was 5 years old. How wonderful. It was the best decision I ever made, to give all the days of my life to the author of life, to the one who made me, to be his image, to tell people about salvation. Wow, what a wonderful decision. For the period of 2 years, every night when I would go to bed, I would just pray this little prayer. Jesus, I have decided to give my whole life to you. So tell me the name of the country you want me to go as a missionary. 2 years later, I was 7 years old. He spoke to me for the second time. America. I just heard this name, America. I ran back to my mom that day. Mom, finally, Jesus told me the name of the country where I'm going to be a missionary. The name is America. My mom looked at me. She was a geography and a history teacher. My parents were professionals. Besides, she was a lawyer too. My daddy a dentist. No missionary in the family, no pastor. So she said, daughter, you really want to be a missionary? Not in America. America they have the greatest churches in the world. The best preachers and pastors are there. Ask the Lord to send you to another country, to India or to Africa. I went back to my room and I said, Lord, you were wrong. Because my mom, she knows everything. She's a teacher. And she told me to tell you that you can't send me to America. Because they do have the greatest, the biggest churches in the world. And the best preachers and pastors are there. Send me to Africa or to India. And by the way, I didn't know where in the world is Africa or India. I had no idea about the geography and the maps. We didn't have TV in the house. I didn't have one world map in the house. I was clueless about those nations. God spoke to me, and that's what I wanted to tell you today. He said, Miriam, the only reason that your name is written in heaven, in the book of life, the only reason your mother, she has her name written in heaven, the book of life, and your whole family also. The only reason that there are angels very busy in heaven writing down the names of Brazilians in the book of life every day until the second coming. It's because one day the Americans, they obeyed me. They left America. They went to Brazil to preach the gospel to your nation. They gave their life to Brazil. Now, grow up and give your life to America. Pay this debt. I was just 7. I never went back to tell my mom or any human being about that call. It was so clear to me. I could understand what God was telling me. we had to pay a debt to this wonderful nation that truly gave the best people they had, those who were willing to give their lives to other nations. They went to Brazil. They died for my country, for our salvation. That's why today I live in America for 26 years as a missionary with my husband. Just because of love. They loved Brazil. And that's why I love America. And I want to say to all the Americans that listen to me, thank you, thank you, thank you for giving your life to save my country. Thank you.